North of 30 years after his time at Top Gun, Commander Pete "Dissident" Mitchell is filling in as a U.S. Naval Force aircraft tester. As BAC Naval Commander Chester "Mallet" Kane weighs to deal with shut down the hypersonic Dark Star scramjet program and divert the assets to Ramble programs, Nonconformist flies the model to its speed unbiased, then drives further into high hypersonic speed, obliterating it. Kane needs to ground Dissident for his wildness, yet rather sends him to NAS North Island as a Top Gun teacher, compelled of Nonconformist's companion and previous opponent, Chief of Naval Operations Tom Iceman Kazansky, the Commandant of the U.S. Pacific Armada. Dissident is requested to prepare a world-class gathering of F divided by a -18 E divided by F Super Hornet pilots collected by Bad Habit Naval Commander Playmate Twister Simpson and BAC Chief Naval Officer Solomon Warlock Bates for a critical mission to bomb a far-off country's unsanctioned uranium improvement plant. The plant sits in a profound sorrow toward the finish of a gorge and is guarded by surface-to-air rockets and fifth-age Su-57 contenders working from a close-by air base. Freethinker designs an assault with 2 sets of Super Hornets, which will fly through a gulch and obliterate the plant. The pilots at first repel Dissident, especially Lieutenant Jake Executioner Saracen and Lieutenant Bradley Chicken Bradshaw, the child of Nonconformist's late closest companion and Rio Scratch Goose Bradshaw. As the pilots train for the mission, erosion creates among Executioner and Chicken, who despises Executioner's unceremonious disposition towards his partners, while Executioner condemns Chicken's mindfulness. As the pilots notice Nonconformist, they reevaluate and combine around him. Nonconformist likewise reunites with previous sweetheart Penny Benjamin, to whom he uncovers that Chicken's presently dead mother made him vow to hold her child back from flying and hindered Chicken's application to the Maritime Foundation, impairing his vocation. Dissident later meets with Iceman, who has throat disease and fundamentally conveys by composing on a PC. Consoling Nonconformist about showing the group, he spends away days after the fact, and Dissident alongside the pilots, go to his memorial service where a missing man development is noticed. With Iceman dead, Typhoon eliminates Dissident as mission mentor and sets new boundaries that are safer on approach, however less secure on exit. Notwithstanding, Nonconformist makes an unapproved trip of the mimicked course with the first boundaries, demonstrating that it very well may be finished. Twister is persuaded and hesitantly designates Nonconformist as strike pioneer. Nonconformist picks the mission group and coordinates himself with Phoenix and her WSO Weave, while Chicken is matched with compensation and his WSO Fanboy. Executioner and the XS pilots are placed on backup. The group dispatches from the plane-carrying warship USS Theodore Roosevelt, while the directed rocket cruiser USS Leyte Bay flames hatchet Voyage rockets to obliterate the air base close to the plant. The group arrives at the plant and obliterates it, however is gone after by surface-to-air rockets and a couple of watching Su-57 criminals. At the point when Chicken runs out of countermeasures, Nonconformist forfeits his stream to safeguard him and discharges. Trusting Freethinker to be killed in real life, the leftover airplane returned to the transporter. Against orders, Chicken turns around and saves Freethinker from a Mi-24 helicopter gunship, however is fired somewhere around another surface-to-air rocket and discharges close by. The two rejoin and head towards the obliterated airbase, where they take a F-14 Tomcat and make a beeline for the transporter. Dissident and Chicken kill 2 catching Su-57s, yet a third shows up as they run out of ammo and countermeasures. Executioner shows up from backup to destroy the Su-57, and the planes return to applaud the transporter, where Dissident and Chicken accommodate. Some time after the mission, Freethinker and Chicken work together on a P-51 horse at a shelter close to the test office where Nonconformist was recently positioned. Penny shows up with her little girl Amelia, and Nonconformist has a good time with her in the P-51. Chicken strolls to a photograph board and recognizes a photograph of their central goal's prosperity, close by a photograph of his late dad and a more youthful No.